Thanks so much. The city of Topeka has a new assistant city manager. City Manager Robert Perez announced the hiring earlier today, and he is here with us now. Dr. Perez, thank you so very much.
Yes, ma'am.
You had a news conference this afternoon with Avery Moore, our new assistant city manager. We were live streaming that on WIBW.com. A few things I wanted to follow up with you on that. This position has a $200,000 salary attached with it. You also stated during the news conference that we are perhaps going to be hiring an emergency management director. You have someone in mind for that. The advertised salary was $85,000 to $100,000. So you're talking $300,000 in positions at a time when you're also talking about how do we cut budgets for a $17 million potential deficit. We have a police chief, we have a fire chief, we've been dealing with emergency management. Why do we need these positions?
So, Melissa, first off, these positions have actually been budgeted since last summer. The assistant city manager position was actually posted as a deputy city manager, I believe from August 26th through October 3rd. So, I mean, we've already had these positions on the books. The vision for this position will actually be to provide executive support to it's not just the police chief, but also to police, fire, municipal courts, and emergency management. And very similar to our deputy city manager who oversees our utilities portfolio, utilities development, this position is actually going to ensure that we have collaboration across all the departments. I know oftentimes we like to hear silos, departments are siloed. And so a lot of this is just to ensure that, part of the oversight was to ensure that there's collaboration amongst all of those departments. This is, again, a position that's been budgeted since last year, and I've actually been actively recruiting for it since last year. The emergency management position, it's emergency preparedness manager actually that will help us ensure that we have training, ensure that we are collaborating with emergency stakeholders across the community, across the state. This is a position that we did have probably 6 years ago, as I understand, but has been since eliminated. It's right now the way that things are structured. We are actually dependent upon Shawnee County to provide us with emergency management services. Shawnee County is great partners, but if God forbid that we have something along the lines of an IT issue or something, Shawnee County is not necessarily going to help us with response to that type of emergency. Whenever we have straight line winds, whenever we have tornadoes, I mean, it's typically city staff coordinated between public works and other emergency services trying to address those issues. So I do look forward to Avery helping with the collaboration amongst the departments as well as with our area stakeholders.
And Avery himself, coming from Washington State, Dallas before that, and he was asked about this in the news conference this afternoon. The circumstances under which he left Tacoma involved a separation agreement, an investigation, according to various media reports out of there, over how he perhaps utilized some public property for private concerns, a cell phone and an unpaid bill there. And he said in the news conference today that he's made mistakes, he's not perfect, and he strives to own up to them. At the same time, two things: what kind of message it sends to our men and women in public safety who are arguably held to a higher standard when this has happened, but then also someone from out of state, when you're trying to tell people, you know, if you work, if you meet goals, if you continue your education, you're going to be able to rise through the ranks. Now they have someone from outside that they have to answer to.
So number one, I will tell you that the last promotion that we had for assistant city manager was internal. Great hire, Braxton Copley, who's actually our deputy city manager now. And bringing in Avery from the outside. Avery, I will tell you that Avery stood out amongst a number of the folks who actually applied for this position. There weren't any folks who actually applied internally for this position. When we posted it, we did get some inquiries from internal staff, but nobody actually applied for it. I will tell you that we have great men and women here in Topeka, as far as those who are serving on our police, fire, even in municipal courts. I will tell you that it's good to have new ideas, fresh ideas. We have a new police chief. Avery has actually served as a police chief. And so Avery has made it very clear that he does not intend to be the police chief. He doesn't want to be the police chief, but he wants to bring some of his knowledge and mentorship to Chris.
At what point did the Tacoma departure questions come up? Did he tell you, hey, here's what happened?
So actually we didn't start talking. I did not know Avery before this. I knew of him. I knew of Avery's separation from Tacoma, I believe probably late January, early February. His departure, I forget exactly the timeline as far as his departure, but the things that I guess the rumors, if you will, that were brought up. I mean, Avery addressed them earlier. Don't believe everything that you read. As part of the vetting process, before I hired him, I did have an extensive conversation with the mayor of Tacoma. Had a very extensive conversation with the city manager of Austin, who was his previous boss as well. I've also had pretty lengthy discussions with an assistant city manager with the city of San Marcos, who was actually one of Avery's colleagues in Dallas. And so, I mean, I was satisfied with the information that they gave me. I was satisfied with the discussions that I had with Avery, and I trust him moving forward.
All right. Real quick, let's put on the screen 2 upcoming things that are coming up. Battle of the Badges blood drive is Monday, next week, Monday at City Hall. Police and fire want your blood so they can get bragging rights. And then a bike ride with the city manager coming up May 16th, leaving from City Hall. Real quick, why do you want people to take part in these great things for our community? Well,
obviously, anytime we have, there's a need for blood. Whenever we have accidents and so on and so forth, I mean, there's a need for that. The Battle of the Badges 9th annual, I think Fire won it last year, and so it's a good competitive opportunity for our 2 departments to compete against one another in a friendly competition. But it's great for the community as a whole. As far as the bike ride, with the city manager, I think it's just an opportunity for all of us to get together and do something different outside the office, and also have participation from the
have fun.
Community.
Right, exactly. City Manager Robert Perez, appreciate you. Thank you so
ma'am.
much. We're going to talk about how you can help the Jayhawk Area Agency on Aging help others next.